2 streams left in this house. I slept in my my new house, the other place for the first time last night. Slept like a baby. Do you know what? I never felt too safe in this house because it's on the ground floor and people could just look in my window. Now, obviously, we got curtains put in, but I never felt as like relaxed. Being up a floor just feels safer. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just... Maybe no one can relate to this if you don't sleep on the ground floor where people like are on the street where they can just walk up and look in your window. I just never felt too good and I wouldn't have been too happy leaving H there. Obviously also the fact that I was moving was leading to stress, but never felt amazing about it. Alright, I want to check. First things first, I'm going to jump in some poker tournaments. What did this person say? What a chance of getting stacked on stream. Going to try my best, mate. Going to try my very, very, very best. We are going to flat call with the very rude Paul. All right, we're not going to be able to call all in here, even though I think Paul might be getting a little loosey-goosey. Referee! Referee. But we have queens, and we're going to try and get this person's bounty like we said. C-Pal's 3-bet got through above, so... nothing too exciting going on. This is the spot where if we get 3-bet, we're just going to shove. And I think on this board, we want to mostly bet. Alright. We are going to bet on Jack 9-5. I think that they're... I'm not sure. What? Like, do they have a lot of Queen X? I don't think that they're hugely weighted towards that. We always have to bet small. Spice Bag comes dry. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to be all in there, but that's not as cool as this, where we have got ourselves the Kings versus the all-in. Hopefully Benjamin Sprague has a hand that would like to gamble against both of us. For 60,000 chips and a bounty. Alright, we just got to avoid a 7 or running spades. Just a 7 on the river. Easy cash monies. It's all coming up, Finty. We got our first bounty in the 530 bounty builder of the evening. We do have King 4 suited, and versus this, I will just be shoving if it falls around to me. You ready to bust, mate? All right, let's gamble. King 4 versus 7s. King! Fuck. All right, alright. We had a little gamble. We got a little loosey goosey. We tried to get the bounty, but it did not work. Oh, we are gonna gamble for the all-in or for the bounty here. I think I'm just gonna shove. I would call here sometimes with some hands, but I don't think I want to call with King Queen. I think we're just gonna go all in. We're gonna gamble for $125 bounty. If they call and knock me out, well, that wouldn't be great, would it? That would not be great. Alright, that's also not great, but I believe in my ability to find a king. I found a king. It's not what I needed, and for that reason, I absolutely deserve to lose. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to just start with a call. Don't think I get the lead, but if they check, we might just go all in. Would I do that with ace king, king queen? Yes. Bollocks. Alright, we're just going to try and make their 9-10s and stuff fold. I'm not going to try and make them fold a pair. So if they do have like 8-7, 5-6, like they're always going to call here. So we're not trying to make those hands fold. We're trying to rep that we have the pair. I'm horny for bluffing. I'm horny for bluffing. Alright, we're not going to bluff it off. No, thank you. Alright, big pot in the 530 bounty builder, boys and girls, for our second bounty and for a lot of chips. Gotta avoid the ace. Got to avoid the ace from space. You picked the wrong one, mate. I was light the last time. 81,000 chips, up to $250 in bounties. Are we going to have another run in the 530 bounty builder? Alright, not 100% sure if it's a thing, but we're going to attempt to make it the thing. Interesting lead, right? Obviously, not delighted with making one end of our straight, but still not folding just yet. Boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and say that is the end of the straight I'd be happier with. Now, look, the way I see this is sometimes they are going to end up having king queen, but I'm still going to attempt to play for all of the chips and hope that they don't have king queen. And if they do have king queen, we're just going to say, well, bloody hell, mate, it's just not our day. Do you know what, mate? They might have king queen. And if they do have king queen, then fuck me, listening to Ali Shaban's music might not actually be the worst thing of the day. Please hold. Don't mind if I do. That's a lot of big blinds in the 530 bounty builder yet again, isn't it? Fuck a bow. 236 big blinds, 2 out of 104. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. We're just gonna go ahead and shove. We're gonna bubble the 530 for the 3rd straight day. Possibly. We're gonna be shoving pretty wide here. Seems a little bit unreasonable for them to have jacks when I go all in. Can I have a tray? This is the end of the tournament. This is the end of the day. We're gonna shove. Obviously, if they call, hopefully we're live. All right, let's hit a jack. I don't want a king. I just want a jack on the river. Fuck it. Fuck it. All right, we're down to 11 out of 91. No bounty, but it's fine. And down here again, Supram, we are shoving any 2 cards. 6-7 is more than good enough for us to go with. $187 bounty up for grabs if they call. All right, let's hit a 6 or a 7. Oh, what a flop for that, lads. 31,000 chips, $187. Yup, the boys. We'll take that in the 530 bounty builder all day long. I have some stuff kicking off here. We're betting against Dalton. Obviously, would love to get some action with top 2. Don't think this card is sufficiently bad enough for me not to empty. Of course, they can have 8-9. They can have Jack 6. They can have Jack 7. I could have Jack 10, but we are just going to be emptying here. And hopefully they find a hero call and don't have a better hand. Nice. It's a big pot in the 530 bounty builder. $781 in the 520 bounty builder, which is a nice start. Decent amount of bounties so far. We're going to call. Are we still in the 1K? Nah, this is our final table of the night. Lucky fish, don't be a naughty boy, please, and thank you. I think if they bet very big, I might not be meant to continue, but if they bet small, obviously we're not folding. I find it very tough to fold versus most sizes. I don't really like folding good shots, but it might be something we're meant to do. Against the size, obviously we're calling. Little 9 of clubs. Everyone has a fucking party. This hand is not too much equity. If they check, we are going to be bet folding. Obviously, if they check shove, then that is life. I don't think Jack 10 with no flush draw, I think it's just going to be too much equity to bet fold here. If they check shove, like, we're not going to be doing very well against them. Kind of had 4 outs. Obviously, they could have some flush draws, but obviously pretty scary spot for them. 3 away from the cash. Hopefully, they have ace-8, but I think they're likely at this point to have a king. Could have like ace-9 of diamonds. Listen, as long as I don't bubble the 530, which we've done quite a few times recently, I will be all right. Our stags are getting a little bit closer, obviously. Still got a little bit of leeway on young Benjamin Sprague. We're 3 spots away from the cash. I gotta open up the other tables, keep an eye. Hopefully this bubble doesn't last forever. That's kind of what's been going on as well when we've got to these bubbles recently. Just been going on for literally like 30 plus minutes, which is fucking a lot. I should have known they had the aces, eh? Just the Rockets. Alright, we lose 1 player on another table, which means we are now 2 spots away from the cash. 7's hold, and we are on the direct bubble of the $530 bounty builder. I feel like I've played more poker with Sprague today than I did at any other point in the last couple of years. We are 1 spot away from the cash. Benjamin Sprague is probably still on his break rather than actually deep in the tank, is my personal opinion of what is going on here. I think I would call as well. Was one of the short stacks. Obviously, min cash in these tournaments tends not to be that big. Now we have a situation where Benjamin could potentially actually take my bounty, and what a bloody nightmare that would be. I'm folding. Obviously, if this one falls to me, I will be all in. I'm just going to be folding because I would imagine we're going to be seeing a larger bet here a lot of the time from Lucky Fish. Alright, we bet 1 big blind, trying to induce a raise. I don't think we're actually going to get a huge amount here, but does not work out for us anyway. Well, we win the pot, which is nice. We are back into the important zone, which is covering Benjamin Sprague, a very, 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 very key component to this battle. Not going to be opening this one. Alright, we're confirmed in the money. We are not bubbling tonight. Time to play some poker, time to spin it up. I would love to take Sprague's bounty. Even if it's only a minimum bounty, I would take it all day long. I guess we should change the title to In the Cash of the 530 bounty builder. $20,000 for first. Alright, we finally pick up a hand that we might be able to put all the chips in. We see a raise from either of these players, Benj or Papi. We are going to be wagering all of the betting discs. We are going to be all in. With the ace and the king. $515 bounty up for grabs. There's a very reasonable chance we get called by a worse hand here. Like if they open ace-10 suited, king-queen, king-jack, whatever it is. Many hands we dominate could be calling here. Big chunk of chips in the middle because of this. Probably about 5 bigs. Obviously would have loved to get called, but not to be. We do cover Spraggy ever so slightly now, which is at least one thing. It would be quite hilarious if we were to make a second final table of the day together, having only made one final table in the history of playing together before today. Alright, we have ace queen. Obviously, this is an outrageously strong hand. I actually cover Sprag now. Do I cover? No, just about. Oh, wait. Oh, why can't I do mats? No, we don't cover. $500 bounty. You want it, mate? Do you want it, mate? You want some? We'll give you, mate. Hold it. All right. $700 bounty. Give me a hand. Oh, we got deuces. We have deuces. It's pretty important. I guess it's pretty important that I don't bust before lucky fish here. So I'm not going to shove here. All right, Spraggy's all in. Spraggy doesn't give a fuck about getting that lucky fish bounty. Maybe he does give a fuck. Should have got... if Sprag had opened the button, I would have been all in, wouldn't I? Probably not. $700 bounty is worth lots and lots and lots of chips. $700 bounty. Feels kind of close to being a shove for me, but I'm probably going to call here. It's $1,500 in bounties. Probably going to call with this hand. $1,500 in bounties. Do I even cover Wizard of Oz? I'm going to gamble, fuck it. I'm not sure about this, but this is worth a lot of chips. Oh my god, what a flop. Fucking hold. Fucking hold! Fucking hold! Let's go! What a pot. Unbelievable. $1,500 in bounties and it makes me one of the chip leaders. Obviously, you got to run it later on. Not 100% sure. But, like, that is worth, it was worth an extra, like, 12 and a half big blinds or something, around 12 or 90,000. Maybe 13 big blinds. Just this, right? Or sorry, with the two of them, just the bounties, and not including the money that was already in the middle. I don't know, man. But we have $2,200 in bounties and we're 2 out of 19. We are going to call here. I have lots of chips. I'm going to have lots of chips. We'll try and flop our set. The deuces apparently never loses. Multi-way deuce. A multi-way deuce. Void should behave. Oh. Ooh. Obviously, that is an outrageous flop. Could they have pocket trees? I think it's actually possible. Could see an all in here. I think it's a very good turn card for them to barrel, be it for value or with a bluff, because I have a pretty heavily condensed, like, deuces, true nines. Now, obviously, there's some sets there, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s that are going to just not be able to take the heat on this turn. Is Maniac allowed if we get to the final table? I'll play Maniac, of course. Oh, we've only gone on river to quads. Please have queens. Please have queens. I don't think they would bet jacks on the flop, so, like, the sickness is only queens. Obviously, like, any flush would be sick. Anything that shoves, it's pretty sick, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna have to act quick enough here just because there's not many hands left on the countdown or on the stream until this hand is shown, so I can't take too long. Obviously, we would love to be called. How long is your time bank? Am I going to have to end the stream? No, we're not. We're good. Call! I could have ace-5 and bluff for sure. Maybe some king-10 of diamonds would be a pretty clean bluff with the sizes they use on flop and turn. And he calls? Just the quads, mate. You can't be making quads deeps in tournaments. I'm pretty sure it hasn't been shown, but I'll make sure. Nah, it hasn't been on the stream yet. Queen deuce is a little bit too wide. It's just gonna fold. 2 out of 18. Just over here making quads, boys and girls. No big deal at all. Alright, Spraggy's gonna be calling for his first bounty. He's not gonna be able to raise fold ending. It's 9s versus 10s. Pretty unfortunate for Sprag. 9. No. 10. Needed the 10. Sorry, lost my mind. Alright, bench down to the 10 big blinds. Obviously, a little bit unfortunate. I would like to make the final table with him. Not getting all presumptuous that we're going to make it. Just saying I would like to, alright? This is a pretty good hand. I gotta admit it. A very, very, very good hand indeed. Yag's rocking the Samoyed. I never want to knock out, but I will. Obviously, if Benjamin shoves, he's going to be fucking fuming. Looks like he is going to go all in. And it's going to be pretty bad news. Benjamin. GG, mate. Am I giving the GG before he shoves or after? Not going to slow roll him. Not going to slow roll him. It's unnecessary, all right? It's unnecessary. Would it have been a good spot for it? Yes. But it's final 2 tables in the 530 bounty builder. I'm not going to do it to him. Would it have been a good spot? Of course it would have been. Listen, we get a Benjamin $125 bounty, and that is enough for me. I am not a greedy man. I just want a little Sprag bounty. It's a pity that he didn't try harder during the tournament and had a bigger bounty at this time, but we'll take what we're given. Oh, God. I couldn't do it to him. We're 2 out of 14. We pick up another $125 in bounties. Ace 10 versus 9s. It's a pretty comprehensive flop. How the fuck did that pot go that they ended the ball in like that? We even had a 9. Some flop. Just gonna 3-bet fold. I think flat calling would also be fine. I think it would be fine. But Ace Designer does like playing a lot of pots. Many pots indeed. Among Us was a great game, man. It got a little bit aggro at one point with the lads, so obviously this is a pretty good flop. If they flatted with a better hand, like if they have 10s or something, I'm going to be mad. But this is about as good as it's going to get for us, about as clean as it gets. So we are going to bet, and we are not going to fold against Ace Designer. Maybe $125 more. Maybe a little 9-10 of clubs for our opponent. They could have aces, right? Aces would make sense to flat, of course. Yeah, that makes some sense. That's a bad hand to see, isn't it? That's a pretty bad hand to see. Ace Designer has the kings. We lose a big pot. We are down to 3 out of 14. 20 big blinds go bye-bye. All right, no problem. I'll just flop a set or take this $500 bounty and move along with my day. Hey, I want everyone to close their eyes if we get 3-bet void your jags here, okay? I want you all to close your eyes. Okay, we get shoved on. Can he call? 30 big blinds is a little bit too much for my little pocket bear at this stage of the tournament. But if they call... All right, we lose a player near the table. We are down to 13. No more ladder. Oh, wait, one more ladder if we get it down to the final 12. So one more ladder before the final table. We are 1 spot away. Anyone for a back raise all in with 9s trying to get my big ass booty? Anyone for the back raise all in with the 9s trying to get my booty? I want million. All right, we are back up to 750,000 chips. I'm not 100% sure about half pot on that 10-eye board, but like 10-7-4, if there is going to be bigger betting, will be one of the boards where we do it. I'm going to check that out and see if I'm just getting a little bit too ambitious with some of my sizings. Just going to fold deuce 8 as well. We are 4 out of 11. We do have the other table with a few pots kicking off. Having the final table, having the Maniac 2000, having one final rave. It sounds pretty good to me. Mama. If we do it around the world... we win this tournament. You ready? Fucking energy's back. Arlie, I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it anymore. Bum, bum, bum. Might be getting cold, mate. Might be getting cold, mate. We're back. Queen or 9 to be a step closer to the final table. Not this time. Shove, rejam, 1.6 million, 2 bounties. Obviously, we're just all in here. I reckon they're going to be raise folding the vast majority of the time, but hopefully they're just raise calling an ace queen suited. Obviously, a little bit annoying, but what can you do? Aces into the ace king. Not exactly what we would like on last 2 tables now, is it? I think I'm just going to shove 7s. Could raise call. But like they're going to know we're shoving super wide here. So I think keeping some kind of stronger hands. 7s is a reasonable hand to do it with as well. We're going to flat here with ace queen. I think it's reasonable. If it goes shove, anyone shove, I'm not folding. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Boys and girls, I don't get the fold. I'm going to need a little bit of fucking energy here. This is on the final table, bubble. I need a little bit of energy. Komodo. Come on. 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 Good turn card, that. If you are new here, You might not be familiar with a song. It is called Maniac 2000. It is the Irish national anthem, and you need to get familiar with it real quick. That has got to be able to go louder. What's going on? Boys and girls, we're on the final table of the 530 Bounty Builder. We have not won this tournament yet this year. There's about $20,000 for first, depending on how the bounties go. I'll get the payout sorted in a minute. But for now, please stand up. Get your hand on your chest and salute to the Irish national anthem. Step by! That's for the year 2000. Get the green felt on, for fuck's sake. Are you proud to be an Irish or what? This would probably be my biggest score in this house if I was to win it. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is quite the flop. She had to get her chill. How'd she get him? How'd she know? She said, greetings. It has no meaning. Now give me a fucking... You ready? Not getting the right price. Let's hear you singing, she's a maniac. Sing like she never did before. I want to call, but I don't think we're meant to. Don't tell anyone I folded that. Rocky, Rocky, baby, baby, Rocky, Rocky, more! We got blown, says what an absolute vibe. Please win the 530. So good having healthy Finley back. I'm fully back to myself. I feel great. Yak on the floor. Come with me to the place to be. We are going to raise it up with the ace and the 10 on the final table. I'm going to go ahead and bet. We are going to bet the turn as well. If this was in chips, I would probably bet this turn very large or check. But I think we can bet this size. We are up to 1 million. Thank you very much for the sub, Bloom. I really appreciate it. We are 1 out of 8 on this final table. I'm going to get the payouts done immediately. All right, there you go. Payouts are done ski. We have got 8 players left. We're looking to get our biggest victory in a little while. I'm going to start with a check. Obviously, a pretty good flop for our hands. Honestly, I think, even though there's some small bet in these spots, I think with 2 flush draws on the board, we're going to put in a reasonable bet. Boom! You know, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. We are going to be raised calling if they shove here with 8s. Could be a pretty big pot. If they shove, we're playing for it. They've obviously seen me raising some garbage hands. $800 bounty and 30 big blinds. It would be a monster moment with the hottest hand in the game. Alright. We are going to bet. And I am going to look to go for another bet. Alright, we're almost up to 2 million chips. The blinds are going up. This is turning into a bit of a dream ICM situation for us. I'm not going to lie. Short stack, short stack, short stack. Short stacks everywhere. We are at this moment in time running riot on the 530 Bounty Builder FT. Do we see the all-in on the button? We see the call. Do we see the ladder? It's Regina versus Ace Designer. Ace 9 versus Ace 7. Ooh, bad turn card for you. Alright, Ace Designer out of there. Yikes, buddy. Go on then, mate. You can't be flopping 2 pair after playing every hand. Behave. Alright, alright. You officially have over 2 million chips. Also, I think I got sniped. Sad. Fucking real sad. Really, really, really sad. So sad. So sad. Sorry. Really, really sad. Never what you want, eh? I got there in a turn. We had loads of crack. We had loads of crack for that hand. I had to kill it because it was the very next hand. But yeah, I can show you that hand. We got there on the turn. Took another bounty. Had loads of buzz. But the very hand after is why I had to kill on the flop. Was because I played a hand the very next hand with ace deuce. And ended up losing it. And they tanked the full river. They tanked their entire time bank. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I should have worked these stacks out like I normally do on the final table, so I don't need to worry about it. This might be worth almost 90,000 chips. Not sure about this. Let's hold though. Get there. Come on, the lads! Who cares about it going down? Yup, the fucking boys! What a hand before the end of break. Where's the table gone? I'm not 100% sure about that. I was doing the maths very quickly off the top of my head. I should probably work. I'm going to go spend this break working out exactly what they're worth. $5,000 in bounties and we are 1 out of 5. We see the raise, we see the all-in, we see the ace jack, we see the tens. My spidey senses were clearly tingling. Do we see an ace or jack? We do not. We are down to 4 players, which means we've cashed for almost $10,000. Not a bad second last tournament at all. Listen, mate. Don't start this. So they shove in the big blind. I think we're going to have to call. Alistair says, any EWA merch? There is AWA merch, but I haven't updated in a long time. It's on easywithaces.com. Finna don't lose that positive entry now. No, we're all good. I think I've got to call this. I'm going to run this. I should have to mark it, but I think I got to call this. Like, if they've been watching the stream, they see how wide I've been opening. I don't think we can fold. It's a huge flip. Oh, that's so sexy. Please hold. Yup, the fucking boys. Good morning. Scooter, are you ready? You gotta let me have this one, mate. You gotta let me have the momentum. You've gotta let me have the momentum. Come on, son. Don't know really what to do. I'm going to bet. Please just fold. No, you can call. Just don't raise. Peace and unity. Fuck. Hallelujah if we win this pot, mate. Oh, I have the value bet. I have the fucking value bet. Ah! If you checked ace-8 on a turn, I'm going to be so mad. I gotta be respectful of the fact that they probably flat reasonably strong hands here. What's going on, mate? What are you raising on this flop? What are you raising? They could have flatted like 10s pre or something. Checkmate. What did you raise on the flop, son? Fucking hell. I think the queen's important. I think they might raise queen jack on the flop. Block 8-7, I could raise the flop. 8-7 suited, maybe. In terms of like raising the flop and checking a turn. I just think it's really tough for them to have a 7, man. 4.5x pre, they're gonna lose the offsuit 7s. They're not gonna raise without a backdoor flush on the flop. Be pretty fucking crazy. Obviously, if I call them wrong, it's a disaster. I know they never bluff, but 4.5x pre, and then they need to find a raise on the flop, a check on the turn. Fuck! Oh, they just fucking called a 7-8 off pre. I obviously got the read wrong in terms of what they're defending. I think blocking 8-7 is important, but I didn't expect him to have 8-7 off. Ace King versus Jack Tray. Obviously, we'd love a Jack or a Tray at this point, just to get heads up. Can we pick up Jacks? How much 4x? They're a little bit shallower now. They're the shorter stack now. It's a board where we could bet bigger, but we're just going to go with the smaller size. They raise this time. I'm just going to click it on the flop. Obviously, if they shove, we will just put in. All right, well, maybe we're playing for stacks against 8-7 off. All right, we're not. 2.7 million chips. We will be raised calling if they shove. 1 out of tray. Getting our chips back after making a pretty bad call. This hand of all the hands could bet big, but on this board, we're just going to go ahead and bet small. I think this player is likely to put their chips in pretty wide post-flop. Won't be this hand, though. Just going to be folding. Taking this would be pretty delightful. Pandora opens, we're going to be 3-betting ace king. Obviously not folding, potentially massive, massive pot if Hendor decides that they want to take a stand here. Little ace 5 suited Hendor. Little king jack of clubs. Little jack 10 of spades. Alright, 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 alright. We're going to keep raising. Closing back in on our 3 million chips we had before we made a, yeah, I say questionable call, but I thought it was alright. We are going to be raising with jack deuce. Putting a little bit of pressure on. It's a pretty good hand to use. Obviously, Hendor will start to have some limp raises and limp shoves. He will get to just click it kind of against me because I'm going to be so polar in these spots. Obviously, on jack 5 deuce is a pretty big flop. Considering the hand that we have, we are just going to go ahead and start a bet. Hendor will not connect with the 5 in the tray very well, but he will have hands as strong as maybe like king jack suited, queen jack suited. So the jack's not going to be terrible at all. Going to have a lot of interaction around it. We are obviously not folding just yet. This card's a lot better for me than Hendor, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a check. And I think I will go ahead and block. Wouldn't mind an ace. We do not have an ace. Do we have a check? Do we have any checks? Alright, they go for the tin value with the 7s and we got them back in a pretty good spot once more. We punted it all off, but we're running well. I think ace 9 is pretty standard to just go all in here. Wow, that's a quick call. Put an ace up there for 2 million chips. Go on then, son. Go on then, son! Fuck. Obviously pretty standard stuff. Nothing we can really do about it. We give away another 1 million chips. We will grind them back. We will grind them back once more. Hendor has been all in a few times, but we have just not been able to get rid of them. We just want to get heads up. We want to have a rave. We want to get the job done. One of these days, they will limp. I will raise, and they will have a hand that is going to get in trouble with a hand I have. But that time will not be this time. Obviously, there's a chance that they have it, and if they do, this is going to go all in, and that's fine. Well, that's a pretty big flop. They might have aces, boys and girls. But if they do, we are going to be running it. We'll take your aces without a spade, bro. We'll take your aces on without a spade right here, right now for the tournament. Winner of this pot takes it. You want, son? You want, son? You want your aces? Ace of clubs, ace of hearts. Oh, put a spade up there. Make my life a little bit easier, will you? Make my life a little bit easier. Not bluffing here. I win against some king queens, queen jacks, potentially. Feels like a very high probability this could go all in though. Fucking hell. I'm gonna fold. I think there's a pretty high chance they actually have aces. They shouldn't really flat a lot against that 3-bet. I think it's quite suspicious. Stacks are very, very, very even. We are still chip leader. We are the chip leader. That's how close it is. Fucking hell. I will just be defending versus the minimum here. It's actually pretty messed up when you look at these spots. If they 3-bet, there's so much suited. King X just flies in here, but I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger here. I'm just going to call. Obviously a reasonable flop, not a flop to ride home about, not a flop that's going to be getting us too excited. I don't think betting here is going to be a thing. Obviously there's 2 flush draws in that, but I don't think my king is going to be good enough to open up the action just yet. Maybe sometimes, but mostly checking. It's kind of interesting that they're betting this turn. I think they have a hell of a lot of 7s, true queens here. Just don't see them having like a king that checks back to flop very often multi-way. Obviously we're going to check and hope that we just win. Could actually just block maybe. Just try and get called by the 7s, true jacks. Obviously it's a very, very, very big pot. I guess they had a 6. Bro. Alright. Whew, I played some pots. Not sure if I played them all well, but I just give it my fucking best, don't I? I'm sure we have made some mistakes along the way. Don't know what to do. We're gonna give it a bash. Great stuff. Every spot I've pick's gone so well on this final table. I don't know what to do off 20 big blinds with that hand. Fuck. I'm probably just getting a little bit impatient with that one. I think it's fine in some clip, but I've just been fucking taking every single spot, pretty much. Gonna start facing a lot of all-ins. Obviously, this is a very, very good hand. We will be all-in versus a shove. I think with my bounty, they might get priced in to call worse hands, so that's what we're gonna do. The blinds are up. Jack 7 suited is probably a fold here. This is probably a bit spewy. I think some of the suited 7s have to come out, and this is probably a little bit on the wide side. Pro players have shown that they're willing to shove. What's your current position on your trophy chart? 3rd. Alright, 20 big blinds. Very, very dicey stuff. Very, very dicey stuff indeed. Alright, we lead the turn. We're up to 1.3. We're closing back in on Hendor. Just going to be folding with the 8-5. One double up and we're chip leader. We're still in with a great shout. Not too bad with the 5.6k already. Why don't the blind show? I like looking at the chips. 25 big blinds just doesn't seem as cool as having earned 1.2 million chips. If we get raised here, blind versus blind by Hendor, I'm just going to fold with 7-5. Going to be folded again. This has not been the most exciting tree hand. Well, to be fair, there's actually been a lot of exciting pots. We might open shove this hand. Need to check this because obviously if this is wrong, it's complete and utter disaster. Fuck. Disaster. I think it's shove, but could be wrong. Chat, I'm very, very tired and obviously not too happy with getting third place. I'll update the trophy tracker. Not the end we wanted. Third place in the 530 bounty builder again, probably for about 10k. I don't think I actually updated the final table counter, started that final table, so gonna go 54 and we are gonna go 9. I'm gonna run a couple of those hands right now, just particularly that last one. I'm not gonna do it on the stream though. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace the fuck out. Thank you for watching.